A sphere with radius of length 3 has a volume equal to 8 times the volume of a sphere with radius length r. Calculate r. Okay, what I'm first going to do is I'm going to concentrate on the sphere with radius 3. Is everybody happy that's the sphere? Okay, and what do we do? It's 4 over 3 pi times 3 to the power of. Did anybody else get 36 pi? Yeah. Now, well, you have to use your calculator, won't you? Okay. Now, it has a volume equal to 8 times the volume of a sphere. So, this is the big sphere. However, the smaller sphere, how many of them is there?
8.
There's 8 of them. Because 8 of them, 8 of the red ones equals 1 of the blue ones. I know I didn't draw it that way, but 8 of the red ones equals 1 of the blue ones. The volume of a red one is 4 over 3 pi capital R cubed. Is everybody happy that's what we're looking for? If you look at it, or we'll call it small r if you want. We'll call it small r. Okay? Where small r is not 3. It's the radius of the big R. The R we used earlier was the radius of the large sphere. We're looking for the radius of the small spheres. Is that okay? Now, I suppose if we just made them slightly larger, that'd be about right, wouldn't it? Looks a bit better. Now, what we're going to say is that we're going to divide 36 by 8. 4.5. So this means this whole thing equals 4.5 pi. Now your job is to find out what radius cubed is. Is pi on both sides?
Yeah.
Gone. And then what am I going to do with the 4 over 3? Well, multiply on the left means divide on the right. So divide by 4 over 3. So what you get when you divide it by 4 over 3? 27 over 8?
Yeah.
It's perfect. And then you're going to have to come up with that fancy button we're talking about. The 3 with the 27 and the 8. Hey, shh. So, back in the day, you guys would have remembered something like this. You guys would have, the answer's 3 over 2, by the way, isn't it? Yeah. Now, or 1.5. Somebody's asked me why they would divide. So, do you remember this back in the day? Do you remember 5x equals 10? What would you tell me the answer to that is? 2. So, you can do it 2 ways. You can either do 10 divided by 5, or you can do 10 over 5. Do you see the way the 5 became division when I moved it over? That's why the 4 over 3 becomes division when I move it over. Yeah. Okay, guys. What I'd like you to do here is I'd like you to get the volume of the hemisphere. So get the volume of a sphere and then divide the answer by 2. And then when you're done with that, multiply your answer by 21. And that will give you the answer for the volume of your cylinder. Off you go. Okay, guys, did we get an answer for that? 4 over 3 pi, 4 cubed, then divide the answer by 2. Did anybody get 128 over 3 pi?
I did.
Okay. Now, that 128 over 3 pi is quite simply the area of one semicircle. 121 or 128? Was it 128?
Yeah, 128.
Yeah, thank you. Now, you got to multiply that by 21 because there's 21 glasses in a cylinder of wine. Okay? What?
196, so pi. That's right, 896 pi.
896 pi?
Yeah.
Would you all be happy that's the volume of the cylinder? Now, what is the volume of a cylinder formula is the next thing we're going to ask you. Pi r squared h equals 896 pi. And what's the radius of the base? The radius is 8, isn't it? And somebody said I could just take away the pi. I can. So it's going to be 8 squared times h is 896. So you're just going to divide 896 by 64, is it? And what you get? 14 centimeters?
Yeah.
8 squared is 64.
Oh.
And if 64 is multiplication on the left, it has to be division on the right. First thing I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to get the volume of one sphere. The radius of the small sphere is definitely 1.5. And we're just going to work that out. So what do we get? Is anybody else happy with 9 over 2 pi? Okay. How many of them is there? So do you want to multiply the answer by 9 then? 81 pi over 2. Would you agree that that's all 9 balls that are submersed? Agreed? Now, see this water increase. What shape is that in? It's in the shape of a cylinder. And it has to be the same size as those 9 balls. So, I'm going to use the area volume of a cylinder formula. So what's the volume of a cylinder formula? Pi r squared h. What's the radius? And that's 81 pi over 2. And our job now is to, you have to figure out what h is your job. So, the pi's cancel. 9h equals 81 over 2. Where does the 9 go? It's multiplication on the left. So I'm just going to do 81 over 2 divided by 9. And what do we get? Yeah,